This is a story of a man tortured by his own demon. Mr. Edwards is about to explain his fall into what is all too common of men. Pay close attention.
I don't know, Doc. I'm starting to feel like I'm dying.
Mr. Edwards, I know that dreams can feel very powerful, but you cannot let them control you.
You don't understand. I had this dream for the 5th night in a row last night.
Well, Mr. Edwards, the only way I can help you is if you tell me the dream you've been having.
I already told you, Doc. Even just thinking about it feels like the scariest thing I've ever had to do. Like, you can't possibly understand the sheer panic that comes over.
Start from the beginning, Mr. Edwards.
Okay. I'm in a cold, frigid white room. My body is in a cold sweat, and the fluorescent lights blind my eyes to the point of excruciation. My whole body is paralyzed, and a dreadful sensation comes over me. I feel heavy on my bed, as if weighed down by a force that cannot be contained. Come with me, says a distant voice repeatedly, and a dark figure stands at the end of my bed. He is cloaked in all black and moves as if guided by the wind. I look to see my torturer and realize he has no face, just a black hole swirling mesmerizingly. I try to look away, but I cannot, and as I stare into the entrapping hole, my spirit feels as though it's being sucked out of me. Piece by piece, my body starts to disappear, and as soon as I scream, I wake up.
I see. And every night you've had this dream, there have been no variations?
Well, not exactly. There is the one thing. The real reason I truly feel like I'm dying.
Yes, go on.
Each time I have the dream, a different piece of my body disappears as I'm staring into the swirling black hole of that dark figure. Not only this, but the instant I wake up, that part of my body acquires a sharp pain that lasts for about an hour until I get some relief. Whatever it is, whoever it is trying to kill me. And sooner or later, Doc, he's gonna get what he wants.
Relax, Mr. Edwards. I'm sure what you're referring to is just some sort of night terrors. Many people experience these sleep states and walk around and even talk in their sleep, all the while being unconscious.
No, Doc, you don't understand. This isn't a condition.
Well, if it's not a condition, Mr. Edwards, then how exactly would you classify it? I mean, you came to me for a diagnosis and...
It's a spirit, Doc. An evil spirit. Trying to drag me to hell.
Why not heaven?
Well, Doc, you think I will make it? Doc? Will I ever make it?
At this point in time, Mr. Edwards' worst nightmare comes to fruition. The walls start to decay before him and the room goes completely dark.
Doc, what's going on? Oh, my Lord, save me.
Mr. Edwards cries out in agony, but no rest will find him, for these events have been predetermined, but by who? Mr. Edwards falls flat on his back onto a white bed as he screeches out,
No!
A piercing white light enters through one of the cracks in the wall, and the room is engulfed in white.
I can't move. I can't move!
He cries out as the dark figure approaches the end of the bed. Mr. Edwards thinks to himself,
Don't look at his face. Don't look at his face.
Paralyzed by fear and agony, he clings to any shred of strength he has to tightly shut his eyes as to not be hypnotized by the black hole. Suddenly, he feels two cold hands surround his temple and make their way to his closed eyes. They scratch and claw at his eyelids and dig their fingers under them to force them open. Mr. Edwards struggles to keep them closed, but the hands are too strong to bind. As his eyes are peeled open, he sees the figure, and behold, it is no longer faceless. Indeed, it has a clear, distinct face, a face of someone he knows more than anyone, a face even scarier to behold at this particular moment than any other face in the world, his own.
Don't let go of me,
the figure says to him, and the room goes pitch black. I pray that you pull him through this. Please cast out this spirit of illness from within him. Baby, baby.
What? Wait. Where am I?
You're in the hospital, baby. You just woke up from your coma. Thank the Lord. We've been here praying over you for the past 2 hours. I'm so relieved you're awake, baby. I love you.
I love you too.
The story of Mr. Edwards is not unlike others. This is not a rarity nor an anomaly, but an evil necessary. There comes a point in time that we are all trapped by our demons. This can come in many forms, but the scariest is when our own self is our worst enemy. Despite what you may think, Mr. Edwards was not saved by his own unconscious or any other earthly being, for he was saved by what saves us all every day: grace.